The next image we're going to work with for vocabulary was taken in Cancun, and this is the first one that we're going to work with. We'll probably use more than one picture in this module. Now, we'll come across some words here that kind of break our regular rules for being classified as either masculine or feminine, but you'll see what I mean when we come to them. So the first obvious word to name here, since we are in Cancun, is Cancun itself, and it's very similar. It's just that Spanish has an accent over the U at the end, and they have to do that really because the pronunciation is Cancun. Otherwise, if they didn't have the accent, it would be Cancun. They would stress the syllable before last as always. So this is a word that breaks that default rule, and therefore we need the accent over the U, so we have Cancun. Another thing that hits you directly head on with this image is the pool, quite big. So pool in Spanish is alberca. You can think of Albert swimming in the pool because this word alberca is quite close to Albert if we just got rid of this and put in the T, Albert. So if you think of Albert swimming in the pool, can give you a pathway back to alberca for pool. Now in Spain, mainland Spain, they'll often call a pool a piscina, but in Latin America, it's more common to use alberca. To say if something is deep, like the water in the pool, the depth of the pool is deep, it would be profundo. And that's quite easy to remember because we have in English profound thought, like deep thought. So to remember deep, you can think of a profound thought, someone thinking in a profound way, and we have profundo, which means deep. On the left of the picture, you can see we have a pool bar, and bar in Spanish is very easy. It's just the same. It's bar. The only thing to remember is that it's classified as a masculine word. So it would be un bar or el bar. Now we have something associated with a bar, that is drinks. So drinks in Spanish is bebidas. A drink, like single without the plural, would get rid of this S. So we have bebida for drink, la bebida, the drink. But the plural, we add S, and now we have bebidas, las bebidas, the drinks. To remember this, you might think of a baby ordering drinks because this first part of the word here, baby, bebidas, sounds like the English word baby, whereas baby. Bebidas. So if you were to imagine a baby sitting on top of the bar here ordering drinks, it would give you a nice strong visual image to be able to find your pathway back to that word for drinks, bebidas. Another word associated with the bar there would be cocktails, and that's very similar in Spanish is cóctel, cocktail. If you wanted to make it plural, we would add an es onto the end here, so it would be cócteles. And it's a masculine word, so it would be los cócteles. In the sky above, we can see some clouds, and in Spanish, that would be nubes. Just a cloud on its own, we get rid of the S, we have nube. So it's quite a short word, and maybe that makes it easier to remember too, right? Because there's less syllables to have to recall. So nube is cloud, and it's a feminine word, la nube. To make it plural, we add our S on the end and we get nubes. So clouds would be nubes, or the clouds, las nubes. The word for sun is very easy. It's sol, classified as a masculine word. So we have el sol. And this also means sunshine. So both sun and sunshine is the same word in Spanish, simply sol. To say it's sunny in Spanish would be hay sol. So we're literally saying there is sun. It's, I guess, more primitive way of expressing it. So we have hay, which we already know means there is or there are, and we have sol for sun or sunshine. Hay sol is it's sunny. If we move on, say, to the word for heat, it would be calor. It's a masculine word. El calor would be the heat. Now this ties in very nicely because to say it's hot, it would be hay calor. There is heat. So we have a nice pattern here. We have hay sol for it's sunny and hay calor for it's hot. Another thing we can see all around us in this picture is water, and that in Spanish is agua. This is a word that breaks our rule because it ends in an A. So you might automatically think, just like most of the others, that it's a feminine word. But actually, it's classed as a masculine word. So it would be el agua for the water. To say gorgeous would be precioso. In English, it relates to precious. But in Spanish, they use precioso to express that something is really, really beautiful, like absolutely gorgeous. You say precioso. So we have precioso. Precioso. If you were to say que precioso, you'd be saying like how gorgeous it is. So gorgeous is going to be precioso, and we can remember it because it's very close to our English for precious. Precioso. The word for ocean is very easy. It's the same. We have oceano. Notice that we have an accent over the E. So ocean would be oceano, oceano. The word for sea is very easy. It's mar. It's a masculine word, so the sea would be el mar. And here in this background, we are looking at a sea. It's the Caribbean Sea. So it would be el mar. The word for weather is another one that breaks our default rule because weather is clima. Clima. You can remember it perhaps by recalling climate, right? It's a connection with that word. So for clima, we have, say, climate to help us remember that. The interesting thing is that it ends in an A, so you would think it's a feminine word, but it's not. Just like agua ended in A, but it was el agua, clima is the same. So we have el clima instead of la clima. Clima is actually classified as a masculine word, and it means weather. El clima is the weather. The word for day is easy in Spanish. It's dia. Dia. And this is another rebel word because it ends in an A, but it's again classified as a masculine word. So instead of being la dia, which would sound very strange to a Spanish-speaking person, it's classified as el dia. So we have some pretty common words here that are breaking the rule, but fortunately, these words are in the minority. So just to revise them, we have the day be el dia. So dia means day, and it's a masculine word. Then we have clima, again ending in an A, but it's classified as a masculine word, el clima. And then before we also had water, so it would be agua, but el agua. So at least we do have some pattern here where all the words so far that break the rule are masculine, being classified as masculine. So we have agua as el agua, and we have clima as el clima, and we have dia as el dia, the day. The word for summer is verano. Now we have at the front here ver, which sounds like bear in English. And then in the middle of the word here, we have ran. So you might visualize a bear that ran or running in summer. It's a very hot day, and you visualize a bear, maybe even running along the beach. So as a pathway back, it might work to visualize that to verano. Verano is summer. The word for breeze in Spanish is easy. It's brisa. So very close to English. Brisa is breeze, and it's feminine word la. Brisa would be the breeze. To say sea breeze, it's not that hard. We have brisa marina. So we're already used to that word marina in English, meaning, where you keep your boat, a lot of boats in a marina. So that ties back to sea breeze. Sea breeze would be brisa marina. There's something curious about the word holiday in Spanish in that they always express it in plural. So it would be vacaciones. This is easy to remember because in English we have vacation. So you can say going on holiday or going on vacation. They're almost interchangeable. In Spanish, it always implies holiday. So they have vacaciones. Vacaciones is a feminine word. Las vacaciones would be holiday in Spanish. So that we could talk about the background in this image and in a lot of other images to come too, I thought it would be nice to put in that word. And it's easy, it's fondo. Fondo is background. You might think of someone who is fond of being in the background, like in party or in pictures. Someone who's fond of being in the background can be a pathway back to that word. So we have background in English is fondo. Fondo in Spanish. Finally, just to put it in, we can see a lot of these structures here, right? These little huts, and they're called palapas. One on its own would be palapa, but plural we add s, palapas, and that's the same as they would be in Spanish. They call them palapas. Let's go through now and quickly review our vocabulary. Make sure that you've taken the time to visualize your pathways back to the words, and don't move on into the module until you do feel comfortable with this set vocabulary. How would you say Cancun in Spanish? Cancun. Pool. Alberca. Deep. Profundo. Bar. Bar. Drinks. Bebidas. Cocktails. Cócteles. Clouds. Nubes. Sun or sunshine. Sol. It's sunny. Hay sol. Heat. Calor. It's hot. Hay calor. Water. Agua. Gorgeous. Precioso. Ocean. Oceano. Sea. Mar. Weather. Clima. Day. Día. Summer. Verano. Breeze. Brisa. Sea breeze. Brisa marina. Holiday. Vacaciones. Background. Fondo.